Hello, 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 and welcome back to another conversation with JR. I hope all is well with you. Today's conversation, marriage. Or should I say, how marriage have lost its importance in today's society. Now, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people have their own opinions about marriage. But as I look around society today, it seems to me like marriage, the bond of marriage, holy matrimony between a man and a woman. Now, I'm not going to get into them other arguments. The marriage that I am talking about right now is the marriage between a man and a woman. And how that seems to have lost its original, how can I say this? Original purpose. You have people who are getting married for convenience, people who are getting married for materialistic reasons, just people who are getting married because, you got knocked up and you got these children and now you need to get married. We have arranged marriages. We have so many things going on with marriages. Now, if you take a look at Hollywood, oh Lord, if normal people in society base their lives on the marriages in Hollywood, yeah, we are in real trouble right now. The reason why I want to talk about this topic of marriage and how I think that marriage has lost its importance in today's society. Marriage means different things to different people now. Engagements are getting longer and longer. Women are staying in relationships longer and longer, waiting for that ring, waiting for that man to commit. But what does marriage really mean to you? I know back in the day, I'm a baby boomer. So back in the day when my parents got married, it was, boy meet girl. Boy like girl. Boy put ring on girl finger. They got married, and they lived happily ever after. And they fought through the cheating, the infidelity. Not to say that that is right. But they fought through the good times and the hard times and bad times because marriage to them meant those vows that they took. And they meant that. It meant something to them. Family meant something to them. And bonding and holding on to families meant something. Back in the day when people were in trouble in their marriages, other families would get together and they would try and encourage them and they would pray with them and they would try to hold the marriage together, because the breaking of the marriage is the breaking of the family unit. It's really about the breaking of the family unit. We have so many children coming from broken homes where, mom and dad was living together, but they never married, or they got married and father had another family on the side of town, and that was supposed to be acceptable. What happened to the honor of marriage? What happened to those marriage vows? Why are people just taking marriage for, just put a ring on it? I want to get a ring and just put a ring on it. And they're not willing to work through, the tough times of marriage. Now, my reason for saying that I see what I observe that marriage have lost its importance in today's society, because we have so many things going on to society now that people say you don't need that marriage, you don't need that piece of paper. That is something that the government wants you to get trapped up in. You don't need that piece of paper to consider yourself to be married. Cohabitation, people moving in together, living together, that's acceptable in today's society. But back in the day, that was not accepted. It was not accepted. It was called shacking up, living in sin, and people frowned on it and they shamed you for it. Nowadays, people are like, couples do what they want to do. how they want to do it. Everything in society today is acceptable. Everything. Shacking up, living together, raising children underneath the same roof without being married. And some women say that's good enough for them. Some men say that that's good enough for them. I'm a marriage girl, okay? I am a marriage girl. I have been through several different types of relationships where men did not want to get married. The whole thing was like, what's wrong with what we had? That's not what I want. I want a marriage. I want a man and a woman bond together in holy matrimony with a piece of paper that said, I am your legal wife. You are my legal husband, and we are going to work together side by side as partners to build this relationship, strengthen this relationship through the good, the bad, the ups and downs, whatever. I want until death does us part. But a lot of people say you don't need that to be in a relationship. You don't need to have a man put on a ring on your finger to prove that he loves you. I'm not asking you to put a ring on my finger to prove that you love me. I am saying that even without a ring, because that's just a symbol, even without a ring, I want a marital bed. I want a marital bed that is honored. That my husband is coming home to me and he not out there creeping and got a mistress on the side and got another family on the other side of the town. I want those vows. I want richer for poor and sickness and health until death do ye part. Those are some serious words that people are no longer taking. They're not taking those words serious. It's just something that you just say now when you're going for a marriage. You just say those words because those are the words that has to be said during a marriage. But have you ever thought about what you're getting yourself into? Have you ever thought about why you're getting married? Why you're not married? Have you ever thought about, ladies, why you are accepting being with a man 5, 10, 15, 20 years and he don't honor you? By saying this is wife material. The Bible says, and I'm going to preach that, a man who finds a wife is a good thing. You run around here with these people leaving their options open. And then men stay with you and then they say, well, I stayed with you because of the kids and you weren't really wife material because I was looking for this and I was looking for that. Marriage has completely lost its importance and the original meaning in today's society. I see why different cultures now hold on to their daughters and match their daughters up. Those marriages last. Running around here talking about, I'm looking for love, I'm waiting for the right man, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. He or she has to have this or that. I'm not going to marry this person if they broke. I'm not going to be with this person if they broke. This, that, and the other. Women laying up with married men. Married men laying up with married women. Hey, what's going on? Why has marriage lost its importance in today's society? Why are we treating each other like this? Why are we not being honored? And such a beautiful marriage is a beautiful union. It can work if you work it. It can work if you mean it. It can work if you're going into marriage for all the right reasons. Before, when I was running around here looking for a husband, I was looking for a husband for all the wrong reasons. It took me years to understand that. I'm not looking for a husband, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for a man who looks at me and I don't even have to bring up the subject of, so when are you going to marry me? So when are you going to put a ring on it? I've been with you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Don't you think it's time for us to get married? No. I want a partner who's going to look at me and know within his heart that he wants me to be his lovely wedded wife, that he wants to share a marital bed. And he not coming to my house just to lay up and lay over and sleep. I don't want no roommate. I don't want to be with some man that I'm living with to help him pay his bills. I don't want a roommate. I want a partner where we're going to sit down. And for a man to know his responsibility towards me as a husband. And I know my responsibility towards him as a wife. And we are not doing this 50-50. We are going to come into this thing sliding 100% whole. Leave that baggage on the outside. Heal from that baggage. Marriage should come back strong in today's society, especially in the Black community. All these broken homes and broken families and men abusing women in marriages and think they're nothing but slaves and housekeepers and sexual objects. Not being leaders in your home, not showing your children that you are a leader, not spending time with your family because you're too busy out there running with the boys. And you don't understand the value of the strength of marriage. Women still out here wanting to be married, but you still want to run out here with the girls and you want to claim your money for your own, and this is what I'm bringing into the house. Marriages are being just so destroyed and dysfunctional and destructive. And you spend all that money for this big affair, and you're not even preparing yourself for the marriage. All that money. There's nothing wrong with big weddings. There's nothing wrong with having a nice wedding. But did you think all that money that you're spending for this nice wedding, and you have not even set a foundation for your future and sit down and talk about your future and what you want for your future, have a nice small wedding and save your money for a home and for your future and for the foundation of what you really want. And then when you're getting married, it's all about the bride. It's nothing about the groom. The groom just put on his tux and show up. It's all about the bride. There's two people in this marriage. There's two people going before God, and the people are the witness. It's two people. I noticed that everything is about, everybody gets so excited over the ring. Everybody gets so excited over the bride. And the poor groom, he just sitting there, going along with everything. No, that's not what the foundation of marriage is supposed to be about. A lot of people get married. They don't even go for a marriage counselor. They don't even go for pre-marriage counseling. They don't even talk about future. They don't even talk about bills. They don't even talk about debt. They don't even talk about household responsibilities. They just get so caught up in this fairy tale. We getting married. And then when the little honeymoon period is over with, and you get over your old shit moment, and you're in the home with your spouse, and the arguments start, and the bickering start, and the slamming the door start, and, staying out all night because you don't want to go home. How you don't do that when you're married? You ain't got no business staying out all night when you're married. That's why I said marriage has lost its importance. Because people think that they can do anything they want in a marriage. No, you stay home and you work that out. Yeah, go for a walk, cool off your head. But you come back, you stay home, you sleep in your marital bed. And you work that out. You talk about it. You don't curse out your husband. You don't curse out your wife. You don't call them outside their names. I see so many people are doing that. What is the matter? Why are we treating... Marriage is sacred. It's a sacred bond. It's a holy bond. It's a spiritual bond. It's the bonding of two people becoming one. I have to think for you. You have to think for me. I need to respect you. You need to respect me. We have to communicate. It's not no you go off and do whatever you want to do. Husbands, stop treating your wives like they need to ask you for permission for everything. But you go out and do what you want to do, and the first thing you want to throw up in your wife's face is, because I'm a man and because I can. Husbands, stop diminishing your wives if she stay-at-home mom because you have children and you make the money and it's easier for her to stay home with the children. It's a lot less trouble. But you want to diminish her and you want to diminish her role in this marriage because you are bringing home the money and because you are paying bills and you want to treat her like a child and you want to give her allowance and dole out money to her like she's some child. Women, stop disrespecting your husbands and respect them for what they do and how they do. Even if you make more money than they do and you out there working and you make more money than they do, stop disrespecting your husbands. Honor him for what he does in the home. Oh, and that's another thing I have to talk about. In the home, husbands. Oh, you don't have a maid. You don't have a cook. You don't have a servant. These are the things that you need to talk about. And when you're talking about marrying someone. In my household, if I was to get married right now, listen, husband, learn how, please, you need to know how to cook. You need to learn how to clean that bathroom, clean that kitchen, vacuum, dust. Contribute some of that to the house. I'm not going to be anybody's slave in a marriage. And I don't expect my husband to be my slave. But what I am expecting is that we pull together as partners. You cook dinner, I clean up the kitchen. You go in there and use the bathroom, please clean it. So that's why I said if I was to ever to get married again, there has to be two bathrooms. There has to be two bathrooms. Dropping your clothes all over the place, leaving things all over the place, and treating your wife like she's a maid, treating your husband like he's nothing but an ATM machine. Come on, let's stop this. Let's look at why marriage is no longer important to men and women. And women are living single for years and years and years. And men are running around here talking about, I'm a confirmed bachelor. I'm not saying marriage is for everybody. I'm not saying everybody should get married. I'm not pushing people into marriage. I'm not saying that, oh, you got to put a ring on it because we've been together for so long and I have children by you and this, that, and the other. Think about what you want in your life. Think about what you want in your future. I'm 60 years old. I'll be 60 years old. We're in March 2024. I will be 60 years old March 25th, 2024. And I am looking for a partner in every true sense of the word. I am looking for a man who sees me as wife material and take me down to that altar and say, yes, baby, until death does us part. I am yours and only yours. You are mine, only mine. And we're going to get through this thing called life together. I want a husband that's going to cover me in prayer and love God and honor me. I want a husband that, ladies, when you're having a really bad day, and he respects that and honor that. And if I say I just want to take a bath and I just want to go to bed, I want some support. I want some emotional support. I want some compassion. I want some understanding. I want to see a plate on the table when I get home. I want a partner who understands and is willing and is truly, truly willing to be committed to us, our relationship, forsaking all others, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. You keep everything within the confines of our home, and we're private, and we'll work it out. I know that I'm going on and on and on, but I'm very passionate about this. I want people, when they listen to this, to think about their situation that they're in. Think about the reason why you got into that situation. Why you got into that marriage? Why you in that situation? Why you in that partnership? Why you laying up with this man and it's not even a marital bed and he just coming and going and using you like you a pit stop and not even honoring you? And then women walk around here with these boyfriends talk like, yeah, that's my husband. That's not your husband. This is Conversations with JR. Woo! Yes, I went in, but I just enjoy talking about topics like this. This is what this podcast and my YouTube channel and my Facebook, this is what it's all about. This is what it's dedicated to. Talking about these relationship myths, talking about issues that impact our relationships, talking about issues that lead us into these dysfunctional, emotional, broken relationships, having open, honest conversations, and then see what we are going to do to solve this problem together. I always say that I believe that every solution starts with open, clear, concise, honest conversation. So when you hear this podcast, share it, like it. Until the next time, marriage is honorable and we should treat it as such. I thank you for listening.